fuck off, gnome. So, old well. Don't tell me I need to take a gnome with me. I don't want a gnome bard with me. A gnome cleric, maybe. Maybe I would take the gnome cleric with me. That would be great. I would call him Gilbert. Gilbert the Grey. So, hi lady. So there you are. It took you long enough. What? Couldn't find the mountains. I take it you're my contact. Ah, so there is something between those ears. Good to know Axel sent someone who's not a complete fool this time. You would have thought the last recruit they sent me was one of the Grey Cloaks. He actually thought he knew better than I did, so my dagger ended up between his shoulder blades. You do know why you were sent here, yes? Not really. They didn't tell you? What's been going on with the guild? Yeah, as if the main guy Axel wants me to fail at my endeavors. That's weird. Oh. The Waterdeep emissary didn't make it to Neverwinter. Thing is, even we don't know what happened to him. Fortunately, the council decided to send the Grey Cloaks to take Wild Owell. Gave me perfect cover. What's so important about the well here? Old Oval Well, I can tell you guys. That's quite hard to say. Old Oval Well is the only water source within 3 days' ride in any direction. If the Grey Cloaks take it back from the Orcs, the trade route between Neverwinter and Yartar would be open again, which serves our interests. How does this involve the emissary? It means you should be able to find the emissary, and the Grey Cloaks will even help you. What do you mean? Take these missives. They will say you are here in the council's orders to find the emissary. Are these forgeries? They look official to me. Forged isn't the right word. We have friends on the council, and that's all one needs. Show these to Callum. That should be enough to give you his support and the freedom to move around without drawing suspicion. Are we going now? Great water and food is quite a low level spot. Yeah, good. The sooner we finish this, the sooner we can all get back to the city and a warm fireplace. Well, Simi, do your best and come back alive. Who the fuck is Simi? Well, Matt, what the fuck are you? You look like a dwarf? Gnome? Gnome, you're not a dwarf. You don't want a Grey Cloak that I can see. Care to have a look at my wares? Show me what you have. Oh, excellent. No, I warn you, my prices are quite fair considering the high quality. Nothing but the best for our soldiers, you know. Archer spell, Rope of Blending. The Rope of Blending helps survive to blend into the surrounding area. Plus 15 bonus to the height skill. Okay. Hair shirt of Ilmata? Ugh. This thick shirt of coarse brown horsehair constrains its wearers but provides additional protection from damage. In addition, the wearer can invoke cure serious wounds once per day. Generally made and worn by disciplines of Ilmata, the wearers of these garments usually only use the shirt's curative powers to ease the suffering of others. Okay. 1 use per day, that's not bad. -2 dexterity, that is bad. Armor of Loyalty. When he angered a rival enchanter, the wizard Mekari came under repeated attacks from his own charmed... Oh, okay, that's this thing. Spell immunity. Wait a second, wasn't this the armor that they gave me back in Hilltop? Hillhome? Whatever. Weird. Blade of Chult. The slavers from the jungles of Chult often rely on underhanded techniques to keep their slaves in line. When a particularly difficult slave is caught attempting to escape, he will sometimes be kept in line by poisoning him. Just enough to make him sick. The slavers then show the slave the antidote and forces cooperation. Most of these slavers allow their guards to carry weapons coated in the vile substance, for quick punishment or weakening an attacker. That is not bad. Composite longbow, desert wind. This weapon bears the mark of the dwarf marrow. Okay. Fire arrow, great axe, halberd. I could use a halberd +2 or something. Heavy crossbow, katana, kukri, lawgiver. I think we checked this one out. Shimmering blade. Known blades of this configuration are traceable to the armory of David Ali Fazir, a merchant of renown 50 years ago. He claimed to have acquired these weapons aboard a drifting ghost ship, a vessel that sank soon after he found it. Though he refused to state whether its crew achieved their ghost status before or after he arrived on the scene. Okay. The Angry Soul. In the early days of exploration within the jungles of Chult, a Kalimshan expedition clashed with a small tribe after removing artifacts from a burial site. A local shaman named Gol Kai killed a noble while trying to retrieve the sacred items, and the civilized invaders retaliated. The tribe did not survive. Weapons such as this were found in nearby villages soon after, accompanied by a silent apparition of Gol Kai, voiceless as his people. Okay. This weapon has an enchantment both attack and damage, but doesn't bear the hallmarks of any specific maker. Okay. That's weird. Warhammer +1. The Will of Atar. Of Atar of the Flame. High Shaman of the Northern Cult. Okay. Nothing really to write home about, to be quite honest. So, where is the Callum? I think that was the guy I was talking.
I want those walls up by evening. No excuses. The orcs aren't going to stop attacking just because we need to catch our breath.
But sir, the men are having a hard time finding the materials we need.
You're telling me they can't find any stones? We're in the middle of the blasted mountains. Unless you'd like to report to Nashia that we're overrun because we couldn't find rocks, I suggest you drive some sense into your men and get that wall built.
Yes, sir. I'll see to it, sir.
I tell you, I've lost years off my life trying to get this rabble fit for service. And who are you supposed to be? Reinforcements?
Are you leading these men?
If one can lead such a disorganized rabble, then yes. Usually I just point them in the direction of the enemy and hope they stab the right person. I'm Column. Commander Column to you. Lord Nasha sent me here to secure the Old Owl Well. So what are you doing here?
Blasted mountains. They blast you. I'm here to escort Waterdeep. Get the Waterdeep emissary to Neverwinter.
Sonny, he hasn't arrived yet. Should have been here a 10-day ago. I've sent a scout to look for him. Who are you anyhow? No one told me to expect more men. Not that I'd be complaining.
I'm here in the Council's orders.
Is that so? And who gave you these orders?
What do you mean? The Council sent me.
You're not a very good liar. The Council rarely speaks with one voice. And when they do, it's usually after Lord Nash has cowed them with the threat of taxes. Still, as long as you're here to help, you won't hear me complaining. We need all the help we can get.
As long as you're helping, I don't care who you are. Here, I'm sleeping now. Don't kill me in my sleep, please. Oh, I'm dead. How did this happen? The emissary had no idea he would be entering a battlefield.
This assault has been planned for months. We weren't able to warn Asani ahead of time, though. We weren't expecting to be needing a new emissary, to be honest. Still, at least we'll be here to offer more protection.
Why is this place so important?
Not exactly a student of history, are you? The Old Owl Well is the only known water source for 3 days in any direction. Neverwinter and the Orcs have been fighting over it as long as anyone can remember. The Orcs held it for the last 10 years until the Council decided they wanted to reopen the trade route to Yata. To do that, we need to take back this watering hole.
How did anyone know he would be coming this way?
We're still not sure ourselves, really. The information I have is vague, at best. This route makes the best sense, though. It's one of the few they haven't tried yet.
Why didn't you bring more men with you to help fight off the orcs?
Well, that brings us back to the emissary, doesn't it? If the Lord's Alliance could communicate, you're right. We'd have more men. But with the emissaries being lost, even so, we've stretched the army thin as it is. I brought along every man that Lord Nasher could spare. The Council's going to have to raise a new army in a hurry if things don't work out here.
Is there anything I can do to help?
You have any military training? Listen to me, my own Greycloaks barely know which end of a sword to hold, and I'm asking you about military experience. I'll expect you to help out with the defense of this camp. You've already brought your own gear, so just find a spot to call home and stay alert.
Oh no! Orcs! Level 3 enemies or so.
Orcs! The orcs are attacking!
Wouldn't you know it? Not a moment's...
Hi Archdale, I'm playing a barbarian frenzied berserker. Level 6 barbarian, level 2 frenzied berserker. Dwarf, of course. And he's angry all the time.
Oh, you got me, man!
Now he's killing orcs, which is great. Nice! Kill all of them!
Alright, Greycloaks. Everyone back to your posts. Another orc raiding party. We're lucky they haven't attacked in full force. Just wish I could make contact with whoever it is that's been distracting the orcs.
Someone else is attacking the orcs?
Yes, someone's out there attacking orc patrols, and it's giving us a chance to build up our defenses.
Yeah, I wanted to make a drow paladin, just to be an asshole. But yeah, Zelda's kind of right. Playing a drow, you have like a 2-level difference penalty, which is not the best thing. I think if I would play the game again, I would play a cleric pale caster, how they are called. So you have a bone arm, that would be great. So they are on your side.
I've been at this long enough to know that you need to control a battlefield. And this new ally of ours is something I can't control.
Why can't you make contact with him?
He's not one for talking. Every time I send someone out to contact him, he and his men move their camp. The orcs have a name for him, Katalmak. They say he attacks without warning, and without regard for his enemies' numbers.
Someone who doesn't play the odds doesn't last too long in my experience. Well, except me.
That's not a name orcs give lightly. It's a name they give to warriors who lose themselves in battle.
It is odd that even orc trackers couldn't find him. Or that he would risk stirring up so many tribes in this region.
Sounds like someone who wants to die to me. If we weren't here, it'd only be a matter of time before all the tribes in the well hunted down this Katalmak. And then his crusade would be over. Well, enough talk about him. I've got my hands full just keeping the men in fighting shape.
Commander, scouts returning.
Let's hope he brings word on the emissary, eh?
Pathfinder Willem reporting, sir.
Willem, did you locate Emissary Asani?
No, sir. But I came across his escorts. Killed to the last man, but no sign of the emissary. Orcs, sir. They must have taken him.
Sounds like you've got a new assignment. Your job is to escort the emissary to safety. If he's in trouble, you've got to help him. I'd start looking at Yai-Sog Bone Gnash's lair, northeast of here.
Bone Gnashers? They're still around. Oh, they're hard to kill.
Sounds like a well-mannered fellow, judging from the name.
His tribe isn't the biggest, but he's older and more cunning than most. At the least, he may have an idea who attacked the emissary's guards.
Any ideas what tribe might have done it?
The Eye Gouger tribe is the strongest, led by Logram Eye Gouger. He keeps the other tribes in line, including the Bone Gnashers, and he's the one leading the attacks. All the orcs in the well fall under his banner. Ooh, if we could get lucky and put an arrow through his skull. If we could, the orcs would turn on each other in a heartbeat, and give us enough time to strengthen our position here.
We could try to defeat him and help you out.
Trust me, if I knew where Logram could be found, I'd hit him myself. Killing him would be the break we've been looking for. But from what I've heard, there's been reports that this unknown ally of ours, this Katalmak, is hitting Logram hard, which means he must know where Logram can be found. But since I can't find this unknown ally of ours, Logram's out of our reach as well. For right now, focus on Yai-Sag Bone Gnasher. See what you can do to find the emissary. Besides, if you cross Logram, that might be more than you can handle.
What? What? Just show me where the Bone Gnashers.
I'll have
Yes.
Willem mark the Bone Gnasher